Hey guys, welcome back. My name is Norman. The last time we were together, we were working on this mountain. Today, what I want to do is start working on this grassy area on the bottom. So stick around and see what happens. We're gonna make a hill kind of that comes down, and then there'll be a path, and then another hill. So right here is going to be a grassy hill. We'll make it better than this. This is just a blocking in part. I'm going to make a grassy area that's going to come down, something like that. The only thing I'm trying to do is keep the way my brush goes is how the grass is going to grow. So I want to kind of give it a little curve. Make the corners dark though. I like darker corners. And the reason why I like darker corners is because it brings the eye into the center of the painting. Okay, so I'm just going to quickly kind of sketch out where my path is going to go, something like this. I want it to come around. It's going to get a little wider here. And I want it to end way on this side. And it's okay to have the blue in there too, because what the blue does is it puts like a shadow in areas. Sort of like what we did with our mountain. We'll keep on working on it, but it needs to dry just a little bit. Because all we're doing right now is the blocking in of this grassy, rocky area. Okay, while we're waiting for this to dry a little bit, won't take long, I want to do a little bit more detailing on the mountain. So a little bit of blue and black, just a tad of black. So I want it to be darker blue behind the mountain. And like I've said before, you need the dark color in order for the light color to show. Okay, so I'm just taking a little bit of black and making a little bit of adjustment to my mountain. Okay, I think this area is pretty dry, so we're gonna come back to this area now. So my path will be thinner over here because it's further away. And as I go down here, it's going to get wider. And then it's going to get quite a bit wider as it comes down to this corner here. And remember, you can always adjust your path after too. I said I'm going to let this path dry out. We're going to work on some grass area. I got some green. I'm going to put some dark green in there. We'll see how that turns out. You want to keep some of the black in there. If you put all green, it doesn't quite look natural. Be careful here not to cover up my path, but if you do, no stress. We're gonna fix that up. Right here is gonna be another little. Now over here, I want some grassy area too, and it's going to come down. Just a hint of some green in there. Get some green a little bit in here. Now this might be a little bit too light because the sun is coming this way, and if this is a hill, then that up there would be dark. Okay, so I just grabbed a little bit of brown because there's still going to be like rocks and stuff on my hill here. When you look at grass, it's not always green. There's brown grass in there, there's yellow. And don't forget this side. This side is going to have some brown mixed into it as well. Color into that one. And things change as you progress with your painting. Do what you wish with your painting. Now, without even rinsing my brush, I'm just going to take a little bit of yellow And start doing a little bit of yellow highlighting here. Just kind of tapping it. Get some grassy mounds. Make it like swooshy hill. Still blocking it in. Maybe highlight a little bit more yellow in there. It looks like grass because I still have the green that's sitting on the brush, and I just added some yellow to it. Remember, as you go further away, there's less details. And don't forget, you gotta leave some of that dark in there. Okay, so I'm just going over some of the foothills here with a little smaller brush, just kind of making it a little bit more detailed. So it looks like grassy moles growing everywhere, little hills, grass just kind of falls over. There we go. I think that we need to start working on this side of the path. And I'm just bringing my brush like this, just because I want the illusion that it goes up its far. I'm just going to do the same thing for over here. I want some darker hidden areas within the grass where the sun can't touch it. Gives it that illusion that it's in the shadows. So you can see where I'm separating them. Gives it a little bit more depth. So now that our path is dry, we want a little bit more detail in there too. The sun is coming this way, so that means that this part of the path will be hit by the sun. Sun hits it as it goes around the corner, and the sun hits it a lot down here. Okay, I'm just mixing up a muddy brown color. It's important that you bring it across like this, especially down here. If you have it going this way, it's not going to look real. You want to leave some dark in there as well. You know, like a path is twisted and bumpy and it's not straight. It's got rocks in it. Oh, maybe we'll put some rocks in it. And I just want a little bit of a grassy swoop going down here, just to show that it's a kind of a drop off. What does that look like? It's starting to come together. I'm liking it. Okay, so I just mixed a little bit of brown and white, and I just want the indications of some rocks. I just wanted to put a little bit of rocks in there just to give it a little depth. Maybe just on the edge here, highlight that grass a little bit. And I'm just scraping my brush across. Something like that, just to have the indication of some grass. When you're doing this, you don't want the same pattern all the time. Don't want too much detail. Just the indication that there might be some highlighted grass back there. But as we get closer, there will be more detail. But back here still, it's just far away. Let's step back and take a look. Okay, it's actually looking pretty good. What I want to do is just highlight the rocks, since I have like the brown going and brown and white. Just kind of scrape it across. Like you're not going to paint the whole rock. Our rocks here are going to have some ridges in it. Maybe down here. Down here we're going to have to give it a little bit more detail because this is a closer rock. You're still going to need the dark in order for the light to show. So here I'm just working on a little bit of the details on the rocks that we put in. You know what? Let's have a rock right here. Look at that. We'll put a rock. Another one right here. These rocks are further. So as they go further, they're smaller. And when they're closer, there's more detail. Again, you can see me separating the rocks, and that is what we want. Okay, we're gonna go back to our path. And the sun is kind of like, it's white here, but it turns into yellow and orange. So we can even put a little bit of pink in this path too. A bit of orange. And orange, when it's mixed in with the brown path like that, makes it look like a brown path, but just with highlights. It's just scrubbing it in there. So now I just wanted to bring you in a little bit closer to the path, show you some of the detail that I'm doing. And it looks like we have a little bit of a rock or something right here. Maybe we can play with that. Let's see, can we make it into a rock? If it doesn't, then we'll just get rid of it. Does it look like a rock in the path? I'm not sure. Not happy with that. Let's see if we can get rid of this. Is that looking better? Looks like a tiny little bump now. Yeah, that's okay. Maybe some pink in there. And that sun. Gonna make this side of the path a little bit darker. Okay, you know what? I think that's good for now. Okay guys, so we did the grassy area here with a nice path. I think it's looking pretty good. What I plan on doing is just putting a little bit more yellow into the path and maybe on top of the rocks. We're gonna say that this one is done for today. Don't go anywhere, because this painting isn't done, and tomorrow is going to be the fun part. So if you like this painting so far, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell. Where's my hat? Join me tomorrow.